This is Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, New South Wales, Australia, and it's time for our viewer's voice. Roger. Good job. Excellent information on this cult. However, one correction. If a witness is disfellowshipped, they can attend meetings at the Kingdom Hall. They're told to sit in the back and not to talk with anyone, and no one will talk with them. Basically, they're shunned and cannot participate in any way in the meeting. I don't know why anyone would want to go to something like that. What a wicked organisation. Oh, straight off the bat, I'm into it. Jenny B52, hi Jenny, how are you? The one story was great. That one story was great, and just goes to show there is life after leaving a cult. Sent you a link to another great video to your email. Oh, I'll look that up. Thanks, Jenny. Now what I'll do, I just had a look at that link, Jen, and I might share that at the end of this. Wow. Marie Neely. Wow. What a rude, uptight, you know what, the first guy was. I'm sure they are, but he just couldn't help showing it. I know. Marie Neely. They always go for their phones when they are embarrassed, like a child reaching for his security blanket. Yeah, well, it seems that way, doesn't it? Particularly on Stuart's videos. Melton Reese. Thank you for the video. It was very helpful to me, as I've struggled with the understanding of John 1:1 all my life, basically due to growing up in the cult of the Watchtower. You made it plain and simple. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, it took me a long time to be able to make it plain and simple, Melton. And thank you for your feedback. Just made it too. Pro theologist. Were you a JW yourself in the past? I'm just curious about your interest in them. And I've written, I cannot accept the organisation's lies as a theologist and how it is deceiving, harming and maiming people. Now, I just want to make sure I'm on the right page here, because I don't think I am. I think there's a lot more. Yes, there is. Okay. JW Suicides. Haven't heard of the 85 bomb. Sounds horrific. Yes, it was. That was in Casula, Sydney, which is down just south of Sydney. Teresa G. JW Suicides could be fake. It's not fake news. It's real news. Let's just take a look at it. We'll go to... Alright, we'll just open a new page and we'll go 1985. Hang on. 1985 Casula. Oh, I can't even spell that. Oh, boy. Fresh out of bed, see. 1985 Kingdom Hall bombing. Now, it's not a fake story. It's a real story. Here's some images of the bombing. There's the Kingdom Hall. This is down at Casula. We'll go to the news on the story. There's the fella. They've got him on trial. It took them a while for him to catch him. This come out on the 2nd of August. It's now the 7th of August. There he is. Leonard J. Warwick has denied a string of Sydney murders and bombings. This is the story. People were crying, dazed and bleeding. A man lay dead and a roof peeled out after a bomb went off in a Sydney Jehovah's Witnesses Kingdom Hall in 1985, a judge has been told. Anne and Gary Biddle gave evidence on Thursday at the New South Wales Supreme Court trial of Leonard John Warwick, who was denied a string of Sydney murders and bombings during the 1980s. Mr. de Biddle described seeing ambulance officers trying to pick glass out of a girl's eye while her husband said he saw a friend with steel jammed in his thigh and he did not recognise a woman he knew because of her injuries. The 70-year-old, one-year-old former family court litigant has pleaded not guilty to 4 murders, including the shooting deaths of his brother-in-law and a judge, and 20 other offences relating to 7 events that occurred between February 1980 and July 1985. One event involved the setting off of a bomb that ripped apart the Jehovah's Witnesses Kingdom Hall at Cashula on July 21, 1985, killing Graham Wykey, and injuring 13 people. The organisation had given support to Warwick's estranged wife, Andre Blanchard, and so on. He was obviously shunned, and he's lost the plot. Okay, so it's not a fake story. There it is. You can just Google it, etc. Took me 1 second to find it. Just want to make sure that you don't think I'm just putting anything on here as a way of making things difficult for the Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, if we move on, Moses Livingston. Don't believe everything that they say in the papers. This will blow over. Just like in Australia, Jehovah's Witnesses abide by all reporting laws. If the law is found wanting, as it was by the Royal Commission in Australia, then Jehovah's Witnesses adjust to whatever's best practice is recommended by said authority. Oh, is that true, is it? Well, they lied there. They completely lied in the Australian Royal Commission. Benora Moon. Hi, Moses Livingston. I agree. You cannot believe everything posted in newspapers or any news media for that matter. Would you please clarify what you mean that Jehovah's Witnesses adjust to whatever best practice is recommended by said authority? Well, that's a good question. And I think it's time for MS Beteth. Must just be a troll. I think it's time for MS Betef to go. We might have to flag him. Hide the humorous comment. He's gone. I'm sorry, MS, but you're gone because your comments are unconstructive. Benora Moon comments, feeling a whole lot better now. Now, what was that about, Benora? Oh, the viewer's voice. Very good. That's what we want to hear. Benora, Green Goddess. Benora, dear sweet Benora, you are a precious gift even to me. Just your comments and presence on this channel I consider a gift. How much more so does our Creator, our Father, and Lord Jesus. If I haven't already, I recommended a video on YouTube called God's Love Letter. There are a few various ones, but they are the same message. Different pictures, but you can't miss it. It's God's own words from the Bible and shows us what gifts we are, how loved and precious we are to Him. I actually looked up all the scriptures quoted and read them in a context as a way to allow the message to sink in. I listen to it any time I'm down or doubt my value to the Lord. May it cheer you when you're down, and may it assure of God's love for you. Big hugs and lots of love to you. I adore you. Kiss, hug, kiss. Benora Moon. Dear Green Goddess, you are a precious gift. You too are a precious gift. We are making our own club here. Thank you for God's love letter video. I will save it to listen to when I go to bed. Restful and positive affirmations. Thank you. Kiss, hug, kiss. Green Goddess, Benora Moon. I think God is the club leader. He gathers his children and we are gifts, blessings to one another. By this club the Lord calls his church. We can gather together and incite one another to fine works. Keep up your fine works. Love. P.S. Your grace is showing. Lots of laughs. Enjoy God's sentiments tonight. Much love and grace to you. Very nice indeed. Oh, here's poor old MS Macbeth. He's been flagged. Gracious Jehovah, our strength and our might, you are our Saviour, our foreskins unite. Oh, gosh. When men are witnesses bearing your news, sucking... Oh, no, I'm not even going to go there. I'm sorry, mate. You're gone. Couldn't be bothered. All right. Benora Moon. It just irks me how these self-appointed men present themselves as God's mouthpiece and lord over others with their mere opinions. They are just mere men. These J.W. Proverbial will, with bended knee, worship what they say. Sickening, very sickening, Venora. Green Goddess, they won't tell the truth or admit their lies for the same reason they tell lies in the first place. For the very same reason the religious leaders in Jesus' day sought to kill Jesus, because the truth will set people free. And from the liars they will flee, and take all the values with them that support the liars' way of life, power and greed. They have their reward, and we have ours. Enjoy. Now I think we'll turn to Jenny's.
For 10 years, Conrad was a believer in the system and doctrines of Jehovah's Witnesses. Through the Bible reading, he realized he must turn from a system to a person, Jesus Christ.
I'll just wait on the speed and then I'll hand it over.
This conference has been absolutely fantastic, and every day it gets better. And I've listened to speakers all day, and it's been great, and how am I going to be any of that?
A bit fast.
Especially when I have a subject of witnessing Jehovah's Witnesses for my talk. I had 8 pages of notes here, and yesterday morning Art took away 2 pages, and Steve came on next, took away 3 pages. Randy Walters came on, took away 3 more pages, and I had some ideas of what to do, but Paul this morning took away some pages. So then I said to myself right after Paul's talk that, well, I'll come up with a couple of jokes, I can be funny. Who comes on next? Larry. But I think some of the things I have to say are worth saying again, so I want to have you listen. I'll just give you briefly my testimony. I never became a baptized Jehovah's Witness. I was born at a young age.
Hand it over to you.
I'm 12 years old, and there's a knock on the door. And up until then, I never really had any religious experience of any sort. My mother was twice a year Catholic. We went on particular holidays, Christmas or Easter. And that was really the only exposure that I had. And then came the knock on the door, which is A, Jehovah's Witness, B, Mormons, or C, the Avon lady. Now, this case, it was the Jehovah's Witnesses. And my mother thought it'd be a good idea if we have a Bible study. And I didn't know anything really about the Bible. I didn't know anything about God. And we sat down. We did have a study with these people. And I really became interested. I wanted to know God. And I really did believe there was a God. And here was somebody who was going to tell us all about God. And they had children my age, so we continued to study actually for quite some time. They were very patient with us. And I'm always surprised how they found us, because I live way up in the woods on a dirt road, no house within a half mile. And yet they came way up there. So from the time I was 12 to the time I was 16, my parents didn't really get interested in it. My brother didn't really interested in it. I didn't really get to go to the Kingdom Hall much, but I started reading all the literature, and I really did believe it. And things I was reading about the dates and so on made me want to cling to it even more. You know, there's a constant thing. Armageddon's right around the corner. I remember in grade school, I think it was the 6th grade, telling the teacher that the war was going to end in 1975. This was after I flunked the test. So who cares, you know? And, you know, you don't have to get in the water to start believing all these things. So I still was interested in it during this period of time, but my parents weren't, and neither was my brother. So I more or less read the literature. They said send me a subscription, and I read books and so on, but I never had all the experiences that she brought out, and I guess I can't say I missed it. Now, when I was 16, I had a chance to drive, so I went to the Kingdom Hall a few more times, and, you know, I started to like going there. Whenever I wanted to go to church, they were the one true religion in my mind. There was no doubt about that. There were some things I had some questions about, but everything they said seemed like they could explain it from the Bible, and nobody was telling me anything else. And
so you can, what I'll do, I'll have to pull up there because I've got to do some proverbs and things, but that's this gentleman's testimony. I'll just show you again. Thank you, Jenny B. Conrad's ex-Jehovah's Witnesses testimony turned from a system to a person. I'll possibly try and record it and put it up, but I can't promise. I'll see how I go for time. Sounds like a very good testimony, and I'd like to go through that myself, so we'll see how we go. This is Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, New South Wales, Australia, with viewer's voice. Thank you. Bye for now.
Yeah, Dr. Jason Morrison, theologist again. I just want to say thank you for watching the videos, and I hope you got plenty of self-rediscovery and freedom out of it. If you watched it on YouTube, please share or like, maybe even comment. If you watch it on Facebook, like, comment, share. But most of all, get out and live. This isn't a rehearsal. You've got a one-off life. Don't let your loyalty and your faithfulness blind you to the life that you should be experiencing. Till the next video, thank you for watching, and bye for now.